Y'all looking for me? Y'all keep fucking around. Y'all gonna be looking for the police. Here I is. Hey. Y'all keep fucking around and y'all gonna be looking for the police. They gonna be gone. Here I is one more again on the show. I'm about to come with another half flow. I say half cause I never finish all the way. I just keep saying shit that I wanna say. What comes in my mind, what I'm thinking about. I wanna say shit that make you wanna scream and shout. But that's cool cause it's all about the conversation. And if it ain't, then get the fuck off my station. Cause I'm here to make people grow. And I'm here just to let y'all know. We gotta think outside the box. We gotta use our head for more than throwing rocks. We gotta think about the things in our lives. We gotta think about the things for our wives. We gotta think about the things for our children's lives. I tried to fit it in, but it didn't sound too right. But I'm still going, and I'm still flowing. And y'all don't know that I can do it, but I'm going to show y'all a thing or two, or a thing or three, or a thing or four, but I don't know no more. So I'm gonna end this flow, I'm gonna end this freestyle, because I fucked up again like I do in a while. I spit hot fire. In case y'all didn't know, damn it, picked the wrong one. In case y'all didn't know, remember this. The top 5 rappers of all time is Brian. What it do? Here I is. All right, y'all. I have tried. I've really tried to endure what has been going on, and I have come to the conclusion that pretty much this shit ain't gonna stop. It's gonna keep getting worse. It's gonna keep getting bad. The things that you think to say, well, nah, they ain't gonna do that. That's exactly what they're doing. It's like Malcolm X said. Niggas have run amok. That's all I can say. The shit niggas is thinking, the shit niggas is saying, they have run amok. This here is the closest I have ever. This is the closest I have ever seen our people to savage. These niggas are just, they have no logic. They're not thinking about tomorrow. All they're saying is the shit that pop in their head right now today, and that's just what it is. And if you don't agree, not fucking do, you can just simply not agree, then you the worst motherfucker in the world, and you need to die. You need to lose your job. You need to lose your house. You don't deserve a life amongst the living if you don't. No matter what it is we say. We can say anything, and if you don't go along with it, fuck you and the horse you rode in on, and everything you stand for. That's just what it is. And if we are going to just allow this type of behavior to go on and not call it out, then we are headed to self-destruction, like the song. Self-destruction. We're headed for self-destruction. Self-destruction. I'm telling you, I just don't know what else to say. This shit it's gone too far. It went too far when they started rioting and tearing up our own shit. When niggas did that, I said, you niggas still ain't learned. You ain't learned shit. You still doing the same exact shit, and you expecting a different result. Then all that shit died down, the fires cooled down and all that shit. Then it went to niggas now are just going up to white folks, doing whatever the fuck they want, saying whatever the fuck they want. Have y'all seen the white folks kneeling, talking about wearing the We Sorry shirts? Man, who thought of that shit? I just don't know who thought of that. There are pictures. Google the shit. If you don't believe me, just watch. Google it. It's pictures of white folks in fucking chains kneeling, and they got on black shirts, and the shirts say, I'm sorry, or so sorry. That's what they said. So sorry is on the shirt. I shit you not. I'm telling you, I promise you, that shit is on. Go on the internets and check it out. They are on their knees with fucking, I ain't talking like no real slave chains. They ain't that goddamn stupid. But they got them, the the chains you go to Ace Hardware and the chain be on the roll. You can pull off as many feet as you want. They got that shit. They done made some chains and they done put that shit on, and they're kneeling down talking this bullshit. On their knees. It's insane. It's fucking insane. And my thing is this. I'm all for change. If we're changing for the betterment of society, we're changing to move to be a better people, I'm all for that. But when shit just gets out of hand to where we're just saying and expecting and asking for stupid shit, then I have a problem with it. Yes, I understand sometimes you got to break eggs to make an omelet. I get it. But when you don't have a plan, it's literally just chaos. And that's what people are doing. They're just causing fucking chaos. I didn't even really dive into the whole idea of what the fuck Antifa is and all that shit. I thought it was a terrorist group from the Middle East when I first heard of the shit. But it's like they are literally just going around. It's a paid group of motherfuckers that's just inciting fucking chaos. And nobody is saying anything about it. And when I say, well, the politicians are, Trump saying shit about it, and the right, the Republicans are saying shit about it. But when it comes to us, if we're so-called the chosen people, if we are so-called the people that are going to get it right, we the people of the sun, we the melanated nation, and we supposed to be the righteous ones, then I have to ask this question. How can this chosen people, the ones that are so righteous, how do we let this chaos and treachery go on in front of our eyes and say or do nothing? Say or do nothing. We just, or we'll come with this is, and this phrase here is just it's like in a fucking manual or a book for all of these Democrat liberal left motherfuckers. No matter what type of fuck shit they do, their party, people in their party do, all they say is this: that's not the thing to be focused on right now. That's not important. I understand, but that ain't the important thing. That is the thing that people don't see, the people don't see, where you gotta pay attention to what's really important. Hey man, did you see that this Democrat such and such raped 8 people? Yeah, but he just passed legislation 2 years ago that actually added 2 jobs to every neighborhood in the country. Okay. Why are we talking about that when unemployment is at an all-time low? We should be talking about why are we focusing on that when this legislation is being passed to help us? And why can't we talk about both? Why can't we talk about both? What is so wrong with having, forgive me for saying this, conversations? Somebody tell me what is so wrong with having conversations, which means more than one. Judah says, y'all banned my comments. Well, was it some fuck shit you said, Judah? Because if it was, then that's probably why I got banned. But that's my thing. Why would you say that you shouldn't talk about this when it's actually true? Why would you say that this ain't an issue just because you feel this is another issue? It's just like when people talk about all of the stupid shit Donald Trump says and does. I never once will say, yeah, but that ain't important. No. See, y'all ain't got to talk about that. No. You see, the most important thing that Donald Trump is doing. Why not talk about that? Donald Trump is thinking and saying, is thinking and getting ready to say something stupid as I'm speaking right now. Guarantee it. There is a thought, a statement, or a phrase being formulated in his brain right now as I speak that's put into the bucket of dumb shit to say. I know this. It's a given. What's understood don't have to be explained. So it's like when I can acknowledge, hey, this motherfucker is stupid. However, he's not the first. He's not the first. So it's like when we have issues, when we have problems, when we have conversations, then we can actually build. When you try to, anytime somebody is stifling your thought or your conversation, they are, in fact, your enemy. Anybody that don't want you to say what the fuck is going on is literally trying to foster the same bullshit that's going on out here in the world. I don't care what it is. I don't care who you are. I don't care how you look, what color you are, whatever. Having a conversation is the most important thing that we can do for each other if we're trying to grow and if we're trying to change. But without further ado, let's do this. Here's my favorite part of the show.
Federal law allows citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright holder. This is called fair use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, news reporting, teaching, and parody, which doesn't infringe of copyright under 17 U.S.C. 107.
Okay. All right, Judah. I'm going to play. Let me get my quarter out and drop it in the game. Hey, Judah, post what you said got blocked. Giving you the opportunity right now. And anybody that, whatever he put up there, let it fly. Post what you said got blocked. I'm going to try to scroll back and find it, but I want you to repost what you said that got blocked. I see no comment that has been blocked. So nothing here has been blocked. So why not post what it is that you said that got blocked, Judah? I'll wait, as what's my man Cat Williams will say. I'll wait. We're waiting, Judah. Take your time. Spell it correctly. It's no problem at all. Go ahead, get your thought out. Go ahead, make it, let it be well thought out and let it be articulate. Go ahead and express yourself, sir. We're trying to make a way for you. We want to allow you to be who you are. Go ahead. It's on there. You see? It's on there. What do you mean it's on there? What are you talking about, man? I just said right now, repost what you said got blocked. And what do you come back with? It's on there. No, I want you to repost it. You are challenging my chat room. You're challenging my moderators. You're saying that you're being stifled. I'm allowing you right now, like I said, to repost what it is that you said got blocked. And the only thing that you could type is it's on there. I asked you specifically to retype it. Copy and paste. Whatever you want to do. I am literally stopping my fucking show on my platform to give you an opportunity to express yourself. And the only thing that you can type is it's on there. Like the y'all remember the what's that commercial? Y'all remember the food commercial? He'd be like, it's in there. Was that Prego? Was that the Prego spaghetti sauce? It's in there. And they'd be like, what about this? What about the garlic? It's in there. I did. You didn't. It is not here, sir. We're looking at the chat. You're saying it's on there. Repost. Do you not understand what that means? Just repost it, man. If it's there, you said it, you know the words, go ahead and just copy and paste it. Right. Thank you, Eric. He says, if you're on a PC, highlight the comment and hit Control-C, then go into the line where you can say something in the chat and type Control-V. It's called a keystroke. Copy and paste. We're waiting, sir. We are waiting. And while we're waiting, so we just won't have dead air, let me give a shout out to the first person in the chat. My man Sting41B, Jamal Weasley, what's happening? Moses Kane, G Friend, what's happening? Marcus Aurelius. Hey, Marcus Aurelius. That's what's up, buddy. CJ Gunn, what's happening? CJ Gunn, the faithful one. Let's see who else. My brother Eric Abrams, that's what's up. Let's see who else we got here. Edmund Carter. We got BR Dangerous. Classified black people think everything is against them. Blacks can be used to defund everything. Hospital. Okay, all right. Is she the cool P? What's happening? Bruce Taylor, what's up? Truth Talker Teacher, salute to you, good sir. Mr. ATA, what's happening? Let's see who else we got in here. Lorenzo Davis, OG Do Dirty, what's good, pimpin'? What up? T Jones, what's happening? Tay Sharks, what up? Sylvester M, what's good? Lisa, the Scoot, what's up? It's insane. Yes, it is. Shelly Hunt, what's happening? And let's see who else we got. Kobe, turn the volume up. Yeah. Let's see. Alfonso, Fret. Hell no, they should have disciplinary standards. All right, let's see. Linda Hernandez. Linda, listen. All right, let's see. I can't give everybody else. Let's see. Let's go on down. It's on there. I did. All righty. Let's see who else. And still nothing. So, just like I thought, you would not do what you were given the opportunity to do, which means that whatever it is that you type, it really meant nothing. So you, sir, are just full of shit. So, with that being said, I'm going to move on. And matter of fact, since you wasted my motherfucking time, well, you know, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. But whatever. So, moving right along. And the only reason why I did that, because I knew it was some fuck shit. I knew it was something stupid, and I knew that no, fuck that. I am going to fucking block your ass because you a dumbass. Fuck that shit. I ain't got time for that shit. I'm not doing that. Get your ass the fuck out. How about that, Judah? Now, you can ID it and you can, it's on there all the fuck you want, but since your ass couldn't do what the fuck I asked you, get the fuck out. Ta-ta. How about that? So, let's move right along. Let's look at this. For those of you who don't know, just to give you a little framework on this, the people, or a group of citizens, I should say, aka loose niggas, in Minnesota are calling for the police to be defunded. And not only defunded, but also abolished. They are saying that they do not want the police in their neighborhoods. They don't want them. They don't want them coming on calls. They don't want their help. They don't want that shit. And they actually even asked the mayor, would he do it? And the mayor got put on the spot. And this was some of the most cowardliest shit I've ever seen a man who is a politician do. this was sad. If Jacob Frey was my friend, if he was my mayor, I wouldn't vote for his ass even if I did, just because of how he pussied the fuck up.
Jacob Frey, we have a yes or no question for you. Yes or no?
First of all, I have no idea who this bitch is or what the fuck she does or whatever. She's literally just a bitch on stage. And this bitch is like just challenging the mayor outright. Like, we got a yes or no question for you, motherfucker. And you better answer yes or no. Right. I'd have been like, I'd have had this face. When she said, we got a yes or no question for you, yes or no. I'd have been like, who the fuck is this motherfucker? I'd be like, no, you don't get to put me in that kind of box. You ain't my boss. Now, another 2 or 3 million of these motherfuckers, y'all my boss. But you don't make me answer no question, yes or no, especially a question like that. That's reckless.
Will you commit to defunding Minneapolis Police Department? What did I say? We don't want no more police. Is that?
There she go right there. We don't want no more police. That's what she says.
Clear. We don't want people with guns.
We don't want people with guns in our neighborhoods. And now you see these whites, Hispanics, you see all these other motherfuckers out here that's clapping this shit. My problem is, how many of them motherfuckers actually stay where she stay? I doubt it. Very seriously, that it's a substantial number.
Minneapolis Police Department. All right, be quiet, y'all. Be quiet, because it's important that we actually hear this. It's important that we hear this, because if y'all don't know, he's up for re-election next year.
Now, right now, I'd be like, see, bitch, now you fucking with my money. That's what I'd have said. Like, see, now you fucking with my money, bitch. She fucking with this nigga's political career doing this fuck shit. That's what she doing.
If y'all don't know, he's up for re-election next year. And if he says no, guess what the we gonna do next year?
Now, you hear her? Now, this bitch at a rally talking about, now, if he don't, guess what the fuck we gonna do next year? Boy, I tell you, it ain't nothing. Boy, these bitches ain't shit. Snoop said it. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Do you hear that? Like, why would she even? My thing is this. This is what happens, though, when you try to reason with a savage. This is exactly what happens. You get shitted on.
What'd you say? All right, get the out of here.
Treated. That's what niggas say in Chicago. Treated. She treated his ass. Basically, if this is Chicago, it'd be like, get your goof ass up out of here, Milk. Get your goof ass on. That's what they did to him. This is their mayor. And this what they're chanting is, go home, Jacob, go home. They straight shitting on this dude. Now, Jacob, go home. Go home, Jacob, go and now this motherfucker taking a shot. Look at him. Look at him. Walking it off, player. Walk it off, player. Now, mind you, this was the same mayor who just a week ago was on TV crying for these people. Crying with these people. These motherfuckers right here. Sympathizing with these people. Empathizing with these people. Synthesizing. Synthesizer. I mean, he was just on whatever vibe they was on. He was with it. He thought that they was all in the same game. And apparently, it's not. And you know why, Jacob? Hey, Jacob, I know I'm just a little old YouTuber with a small platform, but I do work hard for my artists. I know you may not never hear this, but I must say it just in all fairness. Jacob, here's where you fucked up. You fucked up trying to reason with a savage. Being a mayor, being a political figure, being a person who's responsible for all of your citizens and your constituents in your city, that is your job. However, the position of mayor, it is a position of leadership. And when you're a fucking leader, sometimes you have to lead and say and do the right thing, even when those that are around you don't think that it is the right thing. You never fucking appease a group of people that are fucking wrong. You know in your heart of hearts that the motherfuckers are wrong with the fuck shit. Well, not with what they're doing, but the way they're going about doing it. You know that. But you were chanting, clapping, kneeling, high stepping, all that shit that they was doing. You was going right along with it, no matter how fucked up it was, no matter how wrong it was, no matter how reckless they were talking. They were talking about your own fucking police department, dude. You're the fucking mayor, and the one motherfucking group of people that you are gonna sit and let another group of people shit on, that's not leadership, sir. It's not. It is not leadership. There is no way as a leader do you let another group shit on another group that's serving that same fucking group of people. And you did that. And you know what they did after you allowed them to shit on them? They shitted on you. Total disrespect. Total disregard. And you know why they shitted on you the way they did? Because I know you got in that car, riding back to your house or your apartment, wherever the fuck you stay. You know what you were thinking? Why would they do that to me? Why would they do that? How could they do that? All the things that I was trying to do, all the things I was trying to help them with, and they just did it. They did that to me. Why would they do that to me? I'm trying to help these people. You know why, Jacob? Because you can't reason with a savage. These motherfuckers have allowed Antifa, Black Lives Matter, they've allowed the savages to take over. That's why. These motherfuckers don't give a fuck about nobody, nothing but themselves. If you're not on their side, you are the enemy. Plain and simple. They don't respect leadership. They don't respect bipartisanship. They don't respect the mothership. They don't respect the spaceship. They don't respect no type of relationships. They don't respect friendships. They don't respect stewardships. They don't respect no ships. And that's why they shitted on you. Your mayorship, they don't respect none of it. The only thing a savage respects is equal or greater force. That's it. What you should have did was got on that mic and not just said, no. You should have got on that mic and said, absolutely not will I disband the police. Absolutely not will I defund the police. And had you with you being the mayor, you should have been there with your boys any goddamn way. You should have been out there with your pistol or with your AR, and I would have been like, I wish a motherfucker would. No, I'm not doing that. It's reckless. Now, I understand that you may want to disband the police. That's your feelings. But you're not going to get me to do your bidding. Now, you can vote me out of office if you want to, but I'm not going to do something as reckless and irresponsible as defunding the police department. And then you should have walked your ass off like George motherfucking Jefferson, and you'd have been good. You'd have went viral. You'd have got respect, because them group of 200, 300, 400, 500 motherfuckers right there, in their heart of hearts, they would have been like, yeah, he right. As opposed to, boo. They booed you because they knew that you could be booed. They booed you and walked your ass off because they knew you was a punk. Not a punk, but a punk. You never, as a leader, give in to savagery. You just don't. Just like how America has that thing of we don't negotiate with terrorists. Hey, might be some bloodshed. It's gonna be some lives lost. But God damn it, we said what we said. We don't negotiate with terrorists. That's our public front. Now, if we do some backdoor, underhanded, backhand shit, fine. But you ain't gonna hold motherfucking hostages on the TV and then ask us to, yeah, we sorry. Just let him go, please. Just let him go. We're sorry we did what we did. We're gonna be like, all right, okay. That's what America gonna do. Okay, all right. You got him? Yep. You gonna chop a nigga head off? Okay. All right. Oh, you just gonna shoot him on TV like that? Live on the internet, on the dark net, the dark web? Okay. All right. Send everybody. Who? Everybody over there. Blow up their schools, hospital, church, grocery store, outhouse, in-house, boathouse, doghouse. Blow it all up. You know why they do that? Because they know another motherfucker is watching. And just like when your ass get booed the fuck off, you know what some of your competition just did? Started licking their chops. I'm about to be mayor. Because you know what them motherfuckers gonna do? They gonna run a campaign and be like, yeah, I'll defund it. Put me in. I ain't defunding that shit. Yeah, I'll revamp the whole thing. I ain't doing that shit. Because they know niggas are gullible. They know savages are stupid. They know savages will be like, yeah, he said he gonna do it. We gonna vote for him. Yeah, he gonna do it. Then 8 years later, hey, man, he didn't defund shit. He Obama-sized our ass. Yeah, he Obama'd your ass. That's what he did. Talk a good game and don't do shit. That's exactly what he gonna do. Hey, man, I thought you was gonna do this, brother. I was too busy getting these campaign funds. I was too busy getting my war chest right. I was too busy making bathrooms unisex to where anybody can go in the bathroom that they want. I was too busy painting the White House the rainbow. That's what I was doing. I was too busy doing that. So, sorry, guys. Yeah. I was too busy signing away this security bill that lets everybody spy on every goddamn thing you got. I'm sorry. That's exactly what happened. But, hey, so that's what they did to him. Now, let's actually think about this. Because in all fairness, we're about having a conversation. So, let's have it. What do you actually think would happen if they defunded the police? Just think about that. No more police. And here's my opinion. You know what the mayor should do? If I was the mayor, Mayor Jacob Frey, you know what I would do? I would take those people, I would call a town hall meeting, and I would say, hey, everybody who was out there, I get on social media or whatever, I say I'm holding a town hall meeting. I don't give a damn if you got to do that at the Minnesota Vikings Stadium. Whatever. I'm holding a town hall meeting, and I want all of you who want this defunding the police to come out. I want y'all to all come out. And what I would do, I would get them all in there, all them same niggas, and I would say, you know what? I hear you. All I need you all to do is give me your addresses or give me your zip codes, and the zip codes and the areas that you guys are in, I will defund the police and I will pull them out. I will disconnect the 911. Well, no, you got to leave 911 up for fire and stuff. I will disconnect any police help, any police assistance in that area. Unfortunately, if it's the majority in your area, if I get the majority in any area, I will pull the police out and let you police yourselves. I don't have a problem doing that. I don't have a problem doing that. Well, we want the funds that would be going. You can have them. I will take those funds that would be whatever we put in that, whatever funds that we allocate as far as manpower and police technology, all of the stuff that we use for the police department in that area, I will take those funds and I will put them into a savings account, into a bank of your choice, and you guys can run it. All I need you all to do is to come up with a board of trustees to where you guys will sign off and spend that money the way that you want, as long as y'all vote on it. I would need at least 7 of y'all to get together. Better yet, make it 9. I need 9 of y'all to get together and y'all form your own committee, your own board, and you all will be in charge of those funds. That's what I would do. And then I would take those police officers, take them police cars, take all of the police equipment, everything out of that area. I'd pull it back. I'd tell my officers, if you go in that area for any fucking reason, you will be fired. That is my direct order as the mayor, as your boss, commander-in-chief, whatever you want. I pull them all out. I don't give a fuck if you see 2 babies having a shootout together against each other. You better turn the other way and get the fuck out the way. That's what you better do. I'd let them have what the fuck they want. That's exactly what I would do. Let them have it. Let them do it. Y'all figure it out. Because the thing is this. What do you do when you have an area, regardless if it's high crime or if it's low crime, no matter what? What do you do with an area like that when gangs move in, drugs move in, thieves move in, robbers move in? What do you do? Who do you call? Y'all figure it out then. Because what it is, what they're asking for, I'd give it to them. Because they're asking for chaos. They are asking for tyranny. They are asking for death. Because people are going to fucking die. Just because they know ain't no police there. Or even if y'all think y'all smart and go get some bullshit ass private law enforcement agency, y'all go and get some, y'all privatize y'all police. See how that work out for you. See how that work out. You either ain't gonna be able to afford the elite motherfuckers that could do it, or you ain't gonna do nothing but turn all your power over to another motherfucking group of people that's gonna go unchallenged and unchecked. That's what's gonna happen. That's exactly what would happen. If I was a dope, just imagine if you a drug dealer and they tell you they pulling the police out your neighborhood. Just imagine what you would do. Imagine as a drug dealer what you would do. You Nino Brown, you got one car up and running, and they tell you we pulling out all the police in your neighborhood in a 2-mile radius. Imagine if you an aspiring Nino Brown. What you gonna do? There's at the very least gonna be a turf war. At the very least. At the very least, there's gonna be a turf war. It's on and popping. It's literally a land grab. Literally. It's literally going to be a fucking free-for-all. And these people are telling them, y'all out there asking and talking about this what y'all want. And this is what happens when you have people that don't know shit about the law, don't know shit about being police, don't know shit about what it takes to actually do the job that's being done. Does the police department have opportunities? Every fucking police department has opportunities. But when you're talking about in 2019, 1,000 police officers that done killed motherfuckers versus, that's national, 1,000 motherfuckers died at the hands of the police versus 325 million motherfuckers, I think your numbers are pretty good. I think your numbers are pretty good. Yeah, exactly, Marcus. Marcus Hardison said it's going to be like the Dark Zone from Division. You are exactly fucking right. It's going to be just like Division. Cars on fire. It's going to be a consistent fucking riot zone. Ain't nobody going to work. Ain't nobody leaving their house. And those that do, it's going to be some shit jumping off. When you listen, think about it like this. Think about the stories and what happened at the Superdome in New Orleans. Them what? Was it 4-5 days that they had the Superdome? Or was it a week? Was it a week that they had the Superdome when they had Katrina, when Katrina hit? All of the fuck shit that was going on. And people tried to say, man, that shit wasn't happening like that, man. Man, motherfuckers was in there getting raped. Motherfuckers was in there fighting. Motherfuckers was in there getting killed. It was all it was a fucking free-for-all. Exactly, like Idiocracy. There were people that were, it's going to come down to the predators and prey. I'm telling you, that's what it's going to be. That's what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and hear what this guy had to say.
Joining me right now is Fox News contributor, former NYPD officer Dan Bongino. And Dan, it's always great to see you. Thanks so much for joining me once again. You know what I don't hear with all of these calls to defund the police is a plan B. So you want to take money away from the police department. What are you going to do when your home gets broken into? What are you going to do when there's a crime? Who are you going to call? Where's the plan B, Dan?
Bitch, we need a Henny and a plan B. Bitch, we need a Henny and a plan. Some Henny and a plan B. What's the plan B, y'all? And she's making a good point. What the fuck happens when this shit happens? Who do you call? Because the Ghostbusters ain't even coming to that shit. Egon and all the motherfuckers and even Slime are going to be like,
Yeah, well, there isn't any. I mean, Maria, this is an utter absurdity. I mean, absurdity may be downplaying it. I can't emphasize to you in strong enough terms. This is not hyperbole or drama for effect here. People will die if this is implemented. Kids will be...
This thing about Gino, he said. I like this guy because he didn't sugarcoat shit. He was like, this ain't hyperbole. This ain't no game. Motherfuckers is gonna die. You gonna die. You dead. You gonna die. That's what's gonna happen. These motherfuckers is gonna die, man.
Killed, teenagers will be killed. And I'm in absurdity, maybe downplaying it. I can't emphasize to you in strong enough terms. This is not hyperbole or drama for effect here. People will die if this is...
He meant that shit. He said it with such conviction. I like it.
...is implemented. Kids will be killed. This is not hyperbole or drama for effect here. People will die if this is implemented. Drama for effect here. People will die if this is implemented. Kids will be killed, teenagers will be killed. And I'm not just talking about the direct action of increased gang violence, potential terrorism, the threat of organized crime exploding. I'm talking about other things that I don't think they're taking into account either. What about all the drug overdoses from the complete lack of enforcement on drug laws? I mean, what are you going to do about DWIs, Maria? Has anybody thought of who's going to...
I mean, just think about this shit. You know what this shit is going to be like? For until here's what's gonna happen. Because you look at the police, and the police are in a position of power. You look at that area and you take out the stabilizing force for security. What's gonna happen is just what happens. It's like what happened in Chicago. You know, you remember in Chicago in the 90s when it was just a shit ton. I mean, it was some of the most violent summers that occurred was like in 92, 93, 94, like them 3 years. There were just a lot of motherfuckers getting killed. I mean, I'm talking about just straight murder. It was a power vacuum. It was a vacuum that took place because they had locked Hoover up and took him out of Stateville and put him in the Fed joint. Because he was still running shit from Stateville. He was still running shit from the state pen that he was in. But when they got his ass again, when the feds had the fucking generals and shit of the GDs actually go in and they wiretapped his ass, they then locked up all of the generals, and then they locked up Hoover in a Fed pen where he couldn't get out. He couldn't send no messages out. He couldn't outreach or nothing. And what it literally caused was a power vacuum. You had the rise of the BDs. You had the rise of the Four Corner Hustlers. You had the rise of all of the different factions of the Vice Lords. It was a power struggle. Everybody was fighting over the land, over the hood. You just it just happened because you had so many. I mean, the GDs were the biggest gang in Chicago, but because when Hoover got locked up, because he had generals, he could still get to those generals. He could still communicate. They was coming to see him at the joint. They was still able to keep control of the streets. That's why they had to go save the Save the Children Foundation. How they was cleaning their money. That's how they was doing that shit. The GDs literally was $100 million operation. That's why the Fed stepped in. But when they actually locked these motherfuckers up on the re-up game, it created a power vacuum. Them young niggas didn't honor no. Them niggas was literally telling motherfuckers, we don't honor no motherfucker. This shit is ours. This 1 block, 2 blocks, 4 blocks, 6 blocks, whatever. Niggas was literally going to war over that shit. That's exactly what would happen here. There's going to be a gang that's going to take over. All that community policing, you can get them green berets out there. I mean, the guardian angels out there if you want to. They're going to get fucked up. Put them niggas in some silk jackets and some motherfucking red berets, thinking they going to help y'all. They're going to get their ass tore off. That's what's going to happen. They talking about whenever they have a problem or there's a domestic violence issue, they're going to send out a social worker. You tell me what social worker going to go to that call. Tell me, whatever social worker, if there's a social worker in the chat, you tell me if you going to go to an area where it ain't no police and you going to go in assistance whenever there's an issue or a problem or some type of domestic dispute.
Going to pull people over when you dial 911 and say there's a guy weaving in and out of traffic. Who? A social worker? Listen, I love social workers. Not a knock on social workers. That's not their job. They're not law enforcement. Has anybody thought this through? Now, I just gave you the dramatic example that's true, that people will die. But even on the low end, what are you going to do about turnstiles on the subway? Who's going to pay a fare? Why would you? Why wouldn't you just walk into the CVS or the Walgreens and just steal something?
Exactly.
Really, has anybody thought? This is so absurd. I can't.
Well, they ain't gonna have to worry about that in Target because them niggas burned the shit down. They told the goddamn Target up. They ain't got to worry about that AutoZone because they burned that motherfucker up. So that's 2 problems you'll have to worry about. But whatever.
I believe we're even.
Hey, and click the like button if you in here right now. Click the like button. Click that donate button. Keep it going now.
Talking about it.
Well, I mean, what is the answer then to these calls to reform the police department? What is the answer to weeding out the bad apples in our police department so that the tone of the nation changes and we're not at each other in terms of pointing fingers?
Well, there is a way to reform police departments, and there should be better accountability. Let me just say some of the reforms on the table now haven't really been thought through. I'll give you one example. Getting rid of no-knock warrants. Maria, we have no-knock warrants for a reason. The reason you don't knock on some search warrants is because the man or woman on the other side of the door has a history of known violence and killing or injuring police officers.
Exactly. It's like, this shit is not rocket science, y'all. It's really not. I'm just saying. That's why they have no-knock warrants. And here's the thing. When you talk about Breonna Taylor, and I'm going to answer, I'm going to address a business law poll too in a second. When you have, like Breonna Taylor, when you have a situation where the police entered and they supposedly didn't say anything, or even if they didn't say anything, they fucked up. They weren't dressed. They fucked up. It doesn't mean that you get rid of the fucking department. That's a motherfucking, that's a policy, procedure, and law type of issue. You don't just get rid of no knock warrants. You say, hey, if you're going to do a no knock warrant, you have to do it, but you have to do it under these guidelines. You have to have on police, identifying police decals. You gotta have something to say police on the front, something to say police on the back. Your hat's gotta say police. Or you gotta have on a helmet that says police. The motherfucking shield that you take in, you got your ballistic shield, gotta say police on it. Those are the things that you do to correct the problem for a no-knock warrant. You just don't do away with the shit. It makes no sense. Because like he said, there are people that are known to do fuck shit when they know it's the police, specifically. Even when we were in law, when I was in law enforcement, we were always told, number one, every time you put on your uniform shirt, it needs to go on over a vest. Don't give a goddamn if you just got off. Don't give a goddamn if you're on your way in. Your uniform shirt never goes on without your vest. You know why? Because there just might be a motherfucker who wants to shoot a police officer. There just might be a motherfucker who hates the police and wants to cause problems. There just may be a situation where you may need to use your gun. Wear your vest. They would tell us, when you get off work, if you off duty, take your uniform shirt off. Get you another shirt. Get you like a jersey or something to put on and wear it. Because every time that you're out there, you're not only representing a department, and you're not only being an employee that serves the community, and you took an oath to do so. You were sworn in by the sheriff to do it, but you also have a target on your back. Somebody might, MS-13 might be having a gang initiation weekend and be like, hey, Holmes, you got to kill a cop. You got to at least shoot him once. That's why you should have your vest on. Just saying.
Or others. That's why you don't knock. Hello, we're here. Next thing you know, he pulls his gun out. I mean, again, has anybody thought this through? And let me say something else, too. Again, the ban on what they call chokeholds. Most departments have a ban on a chokehold. Many of them don't have a ban, some of them on a carotid restraint. That is not a choke. It's not an airway restriction. Now, not always a good idea. Having said that, if there's a lethal force scenario and you're being physically attacked and your head's being cracked off the concrete and you're a police officer, how is that not an option for you to stay alive? So you're allowed to shoot them, but you're not allowed to engage in a carotid restraint? I mean, again, does this make any sense? This was clearly drawn up by people who have never been engaged with law enforcement on the front lines at all.
And that's my biggest problem with this. Number one, I'm all for change, but you have to do change the right way. You have to get everybody involved if you want everybody to change. It makes no sense to try to just change everything, just you and your people, you and your kind, you and those that think like you. You need to get everybody involved. You need to get everybody involved. If I want to change the way that the police officer police, maybe I should get the police involved. Not saying I got to let them run it, but I should definitely get them involved. If I want to change the way that politicians do politics, then maybe I should get the politicians involved. Just saying. You got a bunch of people who are not police. You have a bunch of people who never done any type of police work, any type of law enforcement work. They're either in the middle and ain't never did shit, or they're on the other side and they done a bunch of fuck shit, and now they essentially want a green light to continue to do whatever the fuck they want. And those are the people you got making choices. Those are the people you got making policy. It makes no sense. It's stupid to allow a group of people that don't know shit about something to actually go and change that very thing. And what that mayor should have said was, you are not a law enforcement officer. You know nothing about law enforcement. You know nothing about protecting people. You know nothing about security. Do you have a degree in law enforcement? Do you even have any type of law enforcement experience? Then, ma'am, you shouldn't be talking about disbanding the police, because you don't know what it takes to actually protect and save the people and keep the people safe in this city. That's my job. I don't need you trying to do my job, because number one, you ain't qualified. Number two, you only trying to serve your own agenda anyway.
The naivete is stunning.
Well, you got people like AOC and Congresswoman Tlaib who want to do away with the police department altogether. Let me go from
two bitches that ain't never did shit as far as keeping the people safe. Do you understand that? Do you realize that AOC was even one of the people who was saying, this was about 2 months ago, she was saying, I don't think anybody should go back to work. Meanwhile, this bitch is at work. Meanwhile, this bitch is pulling down $200K a year, and she's trying to tell a bunch of other people who don't have jobs, who don't have any income, to say that they should not go back to work. How irresponsible is that? How stupid is that? Why would I tell some people who don't have a way to take care of themselves that they should not use the means that they've been using all of their lives to take care of themselves? They should just stop. Meanwhile, I'm doing the very thing that I'm telling them not to do. I'm telling them to do that. It's disrespectful, and it's literally just they think you fucking idiots, man. They think that we are just idiots, and we prove them right when we don't question what it is they're telling us. She literally said out of her mouth, I don't think nobody should go back to work. While you at work, bitch, nobody should go back to work. You should just stay home and protest. How can I do that when I'm hungry, ho? And I know somebody watching this saying, you don't have to call her no ho. No, yes the fuck I do. Because you're trying to tell the good, hardworking people of this country, the good people that are actually trying to do things right, the good people that are actually trying to make a living and are literally the lifeblood of the economy, you're telling those people to just say, oh, fuck it. Don't do anything. Starve. Live on your fucking knees. Don't do anything for yourself. Don't be independent. Live off of us, the government. We'll take care of you as long as you do what we say and enslave yourself to us. It's stupid. And anybody that tells you that, they have no respect for you. They don't give a shit about you. You're an ends to a means. All they're trying to do is grab power. That's it. AOC wants to be the bitch that everybody has to go to ask for something. AOC wants to be the bitch that's in control, and anytime somebody wants something, anytime somebody needs something, she has to be the one that you have to come and ask. She wants control and power over you if she's telling you not to go feed yourself. If I tell you, hey, don't worry about that. Come live with me. I'll feed you. I'll take care of you and your kids. Don't worry about it. I got you. The minute you say, okay, you now under my rule. I am the hand that feeds you. I have power over you. What I give you makes you shit. Literally. What I choose to give you and what I choose not to give you is what determines how well you actually live. Why would you give somebody that type of authority just so you can stay your punk ass at home and watch Judge Mathis for a few more days? Judge Judy. Judge Joe Brown. They done took Joe Brown off the air. But why would you do that to yourself? Do you know how many people right now today are scared to go outside now? Because they bought into this COVID shit. Now y'all know who been saying this shit from the beginning. I ain't gonna toot my own horn, but I've been telling y'all for the longest time this COVID shit is bullshit. And you know how I know it's bullshit now? Ain't nobody said shit about the COVID. These niggas been in the streets, these niggas been riding, and all they saying is COVID cases are rising. How many people are dying though? Oh, well, pretty much about the same. Exactly. Which lets you know it was all bullshit. The only people that should have had their punk ass in the house were the high-risk people. Them closing down the economy, them closing down all this shit was done for two reasons. So they can get Trump out of office and so that they can make you their fucking slave. Because now, all these businesses that been closed, all these companies that's going bankrupt, and I'm telling y'all right now, I'm going to do a show about it. It's about to get worse. Fuck what you heard. It's going to get worse. You wait till October roll around. Just wait. Y'all want to see how bad it's going to be? Wait till October roll around. It's going to be the beginning of it getting real fucked up. Right now, it's like, oh, well, you know, it's going to be all right. Wait till October roll around. You just wait. Wait until this fourth quarter get through and next year roll around and them revenue funds ain't hit because people ain't got jobs and people ain't gonna be able to shop like they was. Credit cards are gonna go through the roof. They're gonna get maxed the fuck out, and then people are going to start suffering. Watch.
One bad cop to another bad cop, and that's the bad cops at the top of the FBI. I want to ask you about the Russia probe. Former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn's judge expected to give her oral argument this week, defending why he has not signed off on the Justice Department's motion to dismiss this case against Flynn. You know, Sidney Powell wants that closed. What's your take here?
Dude is pretty much.
This is stunning. There are only two possible reasons the continued prosecution of Mike Flynn would be allowed, right? Number one is the FBI would have had a...
Yeah, that's good enough subject. But my thing is this. If you're talking about whatever it is you want to change, and this is my biggest problem with liberals, they don't have a viable plan. They don't have a viable plan. Take a little extra time and not just think of one way, but think of different ways that this can be done, that whatever it is you're asking for can get done. That's all. Do your due diligence. Hey, we're going to take this money from the police department, get rid of all the police, and we're going to start giving it to at-risk youth. How? Doing what? And in the meantime, who the fuck are you going to call for help? When the bad guys come and knocking, they doing no knock warrants. In case you didn't know. Ask niggas that do home invasions. Home invasions, them no knock warrants. They just bust up in the motherfucker. The upper room, give me your shit. The upper room, give me your bitch. They not announcing. They not gonna announce who they are. Home invasion motherfuckers, they just bust up in the motherfucker. That's all they do. So you tell me, how do you want it? How do it feel? Fucking around with these niggas in these gangs, gonna you get your ass in a gang bang? How do you want it? How do you want it? Yeah. How do you feel? Fucking around with these niggas in these gangs, they ain't gonna be nothing but gang bangs. All right, so let me address this, and I'm gonna actually do this. Let me get a StreamYards going real quick in case anybody wants to debate this. Anybody that's for the police department being canceled. Let's see here. We're gonna do that, then we'll do that, and then we do that, do that, that. Come on, do that, that. Shit, what is that? No, I need to click that. I don't know why I always do it the other way. There we go. That's much easier. All right, so Business Law Poll says, I think they should cancel the police. Then he says, try something new instead of living in fear. We can prove that people don't need policing. Use Minnesota as a test to see if no policing could work. It's really nothing to lose. Why are people dependent on the police? I think people can police themselves. It's time for a change. Well, I understand what you're saying, but here's the problem. The problem with doing away with the police is because bad guys don't understand that concept. Criminals do not understand the concept of us policing ourselves. The other thing is this. In society, when it comes to dealing with just the core things that you need in society, security is number one. Whatever type of culture, lifestyle, whatever type of living that you want to provide, security is the first thing that must be established. If there is no security, then whatever it is you're trying to build is at stake of being taken, being lost, being changed, being overran, overthrown, overtaken. It's all at risk. So that's the reason why you just can't do away with the police. You just can't. That's why that in itself is the reason why. It's because you have no security and you're trying to establish a different way of life. Because you turn right back around and said it's time for a change. How do you change with no, well, not no laws, but with no law enforcement? People policing themselves, how does that look? Who's in charge? Who does what? Who calls for help? Who patrols? Who enforces? How do you go about establishing arrest? How do you go about establishing use of force? How do you establish what happens to the court system? What do you do with that? Who brings these people before a judge? There's no police. Who stores these people in a jail? What about the correction officers? Who watches these people while they locked up trying to wait to be processed in court? Who has the vehicles to patrol the neighborhood? Who's gonna run down these bad guys when they out committing crimes? Who does that? Those are the things that people have to think out and have already answers for, as opposed to just saying, just don't do it anymore, man. Just hey, forget it. Do away with it. We'll figure it out as we go. Because in the meanwhile, in the meantime, and in between time, people are going to die. People are going to get hurt. People are going to get robbed. People are going to suffer while we're trying to figure it out and do something new. Because we do have something to lose, Mr. Business Law Pole. Order. Because without order, there is chaos. Ain't no in between. Ain't no doing fine in there. Ain't no it's all good and everything's cool in between that. It's order or it's chaos. Take your pick. That's why. That's exactly why. So, with that being said, if there's anybody that wants to dispute that, or is anybody that's even in agreement with this defunding the police thing, defunding the police, here it comes. Here comes the link. Here comes the link. Hey, everybody, here comes the link. All right, there we go. Take that. Copy. And I'm going to put this in the chat first. And I'll put it over here. And I'm going to put it in the description box. Everybody, please click that like button while I'm doing this so that we can do what it is that we came to do. All right, control. There we go. See how I did that copy and paste, Judah? Copy, paste. That's how people know what I said. Yes. All right. There goes the link. And good. All right. And also, I wanted to address this other thing, too, that Scott said. He said, these are the same motherfuckers, or mofos is what he said. But I like to say motherfucker. I'm sorry. These are the same mofos that want to do away with the Second Amendment. And my thing is this. It's like, it's the same way when people are talking about, hell yeah, we're going to take your guns. Just buy a shotgun. You have somebody telling you to do something and they don't know what's going to happen afterwards and they don't have a way for you to protect yourself. Why would I give up my guns when I know bad guys won't? Why would I say I don't want the police when I know, and we can police ourselves, when I know bad guys are out there and they outnumber and they are going to actually try to take advantage of it? Why would I do that? Why would I mean, knowing what, tell me the last time a bad guy followed the rules and I'll agree with you. Tell me the last time a bad guy says, oh, wait. Oh, so you do want to keep that car. Okay, I won't steal it. Oh, you did pay for that? Okay, I won't take that then. Tell me the last time a bad guy did that, and then I'll agree with you. But you can't, because bad guys don't follow the rules, which is why anytime that I hear politicians talking about we gonna have stricter gun laws, we gonna have make sense gun laws, all that shit, it's stupid. Because all you're doing is you're penalizing and you're taxing the law-abiding citizens. We're the only ones that follow the law, are the ones that are law-abiding citizens. And if law-abiding citizens aren't committing the crimes, why would you then make laws that are going to be restrictive more to them as it would be for the criminals? That doesn't make sense. I have yet to hear any politician saying, you know what? I'm not taking the guns out of my law-abiding citizens' hands. I'm going to make it to where if a bad guy has a gun and gets caught with it, then he going to pay. I'm going to make stiffer mandatory I'm going to make a mandatory sentencing for people who have guns that ain't supposed to have them. If you a felon, if you have a gun that's illegal, you illegally are possessing a firearm, then I'm going to crack down on y'all, because y'all are the bad guys. You ain't going to get in for having you ain't going to be a felon who get caught with a gun and get out in 6 months no more. You're not going to be a felon who get caught with a gun and we let you out in 3 months because the jail is overcrowded with other petty crimes. We're not going to let you do that anymore. Since there's a gun violence problem, motherfucker get caught with a gun, that's your ass. And you ain't supposed to have it, that's your ass. It is what it is. So that's my thing. That's just my thing. I just want people to understand what it is that you're looking at, what it is that you're dealing with, and saying, you know what? Let me say something and do something that's going to make sense, as opposed to just saying, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, let's defund the police. We don't want the police in our neighborhood, and if they come over there, then we going to... Let's stop. Do we want to change the police department? Yes. All right. Let's figure out ways to do that. Do we want to go ahead and make a difference with the way police interact with us? Yeah. Cool. Let's figure out how we do that. Let's figure that out. Let's come together and let's actually make sense. Come together with something that's actually going to make sense and say, this is what we're going to do, and this is how we're going to do it. That's what we need to do. As opposed to just saying, oh, well, we need to get the police out of our neighborhood. Well, what happens if somebody does need help? If somebody does, well, we'll have a social worker come in. Well, do we have a social worker, like, army? Because when it's 4th of July weekend and everybody's drinking and everybody's having a good time, it's going to be a lot of phone calls coming in at 911. Who's going to be there? Where the social workers at for that? When there's a shooting on this side, when there's a this on that side, when there's a this person beating up this person, when there's somebody breaking into this and breaking, who are you going to call and who's going to come and run it? That's what I want to know. All right, let's go ahead. Oh, wait, I'm on a different one. Ain't I? Let's see if I can do it this way. I've never done it on here before with this one. So let's do this. Let's do this. Okay. So I'm going to bring in, all right, I'm bringing in Marcus or Marquise, and I'm going to, oh, he dropped off. I'm going to bring in, let's see who's next. Darius. Hang on one second, Darius. Let me go ahead and do this so that you can be here, and hopefully this will work. Let's do, yep. Nope, that is not what I want to do. Hold on.
Hello?
Hold on 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second.
Hello?
Yeah, hey, I'm here. Go ahead. Go ahead. You on the air. Go ahead, Darius.
Hey, how you doing, Brian?
I'm good, man. Go ahead. What's on your
Can you hear
mind?
me?
I said, yeah, go ahead. What's on your mind? We can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
My question is, how do you feel about the option of community policing? Meaning, like, what if the community got together and they hired a private security company for to provide security for the area besides regular police?
Here's my thing. I would say this. It could potentially be the same problem. Because if you don't have guidelines in place as to what you want those police officers to do, how you want those police officers to approach certain things, certain situations, what they can and can't do, you're literally doing the same. You're establishing a different police department. Why not take those changes that you want to make and implement them into the police department you already have that's there? Because it seems as though in Minnesota, the mayor and the police chief, they are more than willing to come to the table to figure out a different way to do things. So why not do that as opposed to establishing a new police department that's going to be privatized, which is basically going to be, there's going to be a top cop there, and that person is going to decide how things go essentially to some degree, and you're going to be doing the same exact thing. Because what happens now when you have a private company killing people, choking people, shooting people? What if they don't have cameras? Their laws are going to be different because they're a private entity. So like FOIA requests, if I have a shooting that comes up, I don't have to replace.
Wouldn't the community have more control over how they act, though?
How? That's what. How would they have more control over how the police interactions happen? That's my point. You see what I'm saying? Because when you're talking about what you're saying,
well,
and what's actually happening with those interactions, they're two different things. Go ahead. Go ahead. I didn't hear what you said.
I bet we're getting kind of like a big like a lag with my responses to you.
Do you have the show? Do you have the show running in YouTube still? Close YouTube out to where the only thing that's up on your screen is
my bad.
Yeah, close out YouTube
from the regular stream.
Whenever you get once you get on and you're backstage, close out your YouTube or mute your YouTube to where you can't hear that because you're trying to listen to two different things. This feed that you have on StreamYards, it's ahead of everybody else by a few seconds. So go ahead.
Hello. I can't hear you now, though.
You can't hear me now? Then that means that your settings, your go to your cam and mic at the bottom, and then you should see how you do your camera, and go to audio, and then your audio should be set, your mic should be set, and then you got to change your speaker.
Back here, I can't hear you speak, so I guess I'm just drop off then.
All right, cool.
Good short talk though.
All right, thanks, man. All right, next I'm gonna bring in Dana Robertson. Go ahead, Dana. Alrighty. Dana, can you hear?
Can you hear me okay?
Bear, you are very low.
I'm calling for two reasons. One, I just got this stupid camera today. I just got it today, and I gotta check it up. Yes.
Okay. It looks like in your settings is probably set to where your mic is coming through your camera and not through your headset.
Can you hear me now?
No, we cannot hear you because of your settings.
How's that?
You got to change. No, you have to go into your, hold on. Let's do this. All right. So what you got to do, and let me see if I can pull mine up. Let's do this. I'm going to add another screen. I'm going to try to educate y'all real quick. So let's do this. Let's do screen, and let's do window capture. No, better yet, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do a smart section. So check this out. I'm going to show you guys what you need to do when you sign on. So this is what's happening right now in my backstage, real quick. All right. What you have to do is go here to your cam and mic. Once you go to cam and mic, go to your audio settings. Your speaker should be your headphones. Your mic should be your headphones. Whatever that source is. If it's set for computer or webcam, it's not going to work. It's going to be very hard to hear you. Once you do that, click the test button and make sure that you can hear and that the microphone is registered. See the little green dots that are flashing right there? That's what you should see. If you don't see that, change it. Hit the drop down box and you change it to those things so that you know what it is that's supposed to be there. If you have headphones, it should say your headphones. If you have your own mic, it should say that mic name. Your speakers should be your headphones if you have headphones on. If you don't have most of y'all ain't gonna have headphones. Most of y'all gonna have headphones. If you're using your webcam, it's gonna be very hard to hear unless you have a really good webcam. If your webcam ain't one of them Logitech joints that cost you $100 or so, you can forget it. Or a good 70 something bucks, you can forget it. All right. Let's go ahead and remove that. Click that again. Oh, dang it. I clicked the wrong one. There we go. All right. I'm going to bring it back and then we'll see what happens. So if you didn't do that, back out and go back in and come back and then try to change those settings before you enter the studio. When it gives you that little section where it says you backstage, that's where you check and confirm that. If you're not doing that, then you're going to probably have some problems. So I hope that helps. Let's go ahead and I'm going to see if Marquise can come in now. Marquise, can you hear me?
Hello?
Yeah, there you go. All right, go ahead, man. You on the air.
Hold on a second. Hello?
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Hold on. Can you see me?
Right, William Frey. I'm doing tech support like a mug, ain't I?
Hello?
We can hear you, sir. Go ahead.
I don't think he see me.
I don't know how y'all are getting into StreamYards and it's asking y'all to verify those settings and y'all not doing it. Y'all just clicking the button. Don't do that. Verify that your mic and it's a little test that'll let you know when you talk. The little mic thing will jump up and then you can actually verify it right then and there and see if it's working. And then you should be able to hear once you actually get into it. Close out YouTube and just listen. And another one's gone. No. Yes, Scotch is you can just go in and click in and make an account. It takes 2 seconds. If you have an email address, which you do if you have a YouTube account, you can just go click the link and it'll actually guide you through it. It's very easy. StreamYards is damn near fool. Well, I don't want to say foolproof, but it's very easy. I'm just saying. All right, I'm gonna bring in a couple more. Then if we can't get nothing going, then I'm gonna go ahead and end and wrap it up, man. We got an hour and a half now.
Go click the link.
The Kid, what's up, man? Go ahead. You on the air? The Kid, close out YouTube and
what's up, Brian?
Stream, y'all. What's happening?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, but you have to close out the YouTube page you have open.
Close out YouTube. What's up, Brian? What's happening?
Hey, I was wondering, can you just hear me?
Yes, I can. I can hear you.
Well, the thing is, YouTube is closed and it's still not doing it.
That's impossible because I hear it playing in the back.
Hey, I was wondering.
I hear the feedback. Your YouTube is not closed. Your YouTube is not closed. Alrighty. Oh shit, hold on. I gotta make this one small because this dude said his name is Vlad. And yeah. Go ahead, Vlad. You on the air. Vlad. The lad. Vlad. You are on the air, Vlad. Vlad. All righty. Can you hear me, Vlad?
Hello?
Yeah,
Hello?
there you go. I can hear you.
Can
Go
hear
ahead.
me? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yeah, this thing is. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Vlad, but you can't hear
Yep.
us.
I just can't hear you through my headphone for some reason.
That's because your headphones aren't selected as your speakers in your settings. Go to your cam and mic settings, go to audio, and change your speakers to your headphones. It'll say like headphone jack, 3.5 millimeter jack. It'll say something like that, or a different sound card or something. Alrighty. Figure it out, man. Hopefully you can. All right, let's see.
Hello?
Hey, Damon, can you hear me? Damon, can you hear me?
Damn, I can't even hear.
You got to hit your settings, man. You got to go into your settings.
I'm sorry, Brian.
Yeah, you got to go into the settings and make
don't
sure
know how to
that
work
the
this
mic
thing,
and the
trying to.
headphones and stuff is there.
It says I'm in the show, but I can't hear you.
Yep, that's because you don't have the speakers
This is
changed.
crazy.
You got to change the audio, man.
Try this thing without the Hello?
You got to change your audio.
Oh, God. Man, I'm sorry. I don't
That's
know.
all good.
I'm trying to.
It's all good, man.
Mic and everything. It's not working.
My people are so technologically challenged. I'm going to have to open up a PC clinic in the hood. All right, Super Marcus. You can change your name.
Brian.
Let's try again. Can you hear me now?
Let me test it.
Can you
Hello,
hear me
Mr.
now?
Brian.
Yeah, we can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, man, I tell you.
Anything.
I tell you. Can you hear me?
Hello, Mr. Brian.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
All they doing again.
Alrighty. We can hear you, man, but apparently you can't hear me because you still have to go in and change your settings. But maybe y'all should YouTube StreamYards and see how to connect to make sure it's good. But I'm just going to go ahead and wrap this up. I know how to quit when I'm ahead. And I saw the sign that opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. I don't know what to do. All right, y'all. Look, I just want to say thank you to everybody that tuned in tonight. I hope that this video helps somebody become a better version of themselves. And I'm going to say this again, man. Change is good. Everybody should want to make everything better. I get that. I'm all for that. America is not the worst place. It's the best place. That's why everybody trying to get over here. But even though America is the greatest country on earth, it still has a lot of opportunity and a long way to go as far as growth. It just does. It's only 400 years old, man. Wait, 1776 to 2000. Let me see. I can tell you exactly. Use my calculator. 1776 minus 2020. It's only 244 years old, y'all. We got a long way to go. Black folks, yes, I want us to get our just due. Yes, I want us to come up. Yes, I want us to get what's coming to us. But we have to think it. We have to do a well thought out way on doing it. You know what I think we should do? Well, you know what? We should come up with some reparation ideas. Figure out what it is that black folks, just real reparations. Fuck a 40 acre and a mule, because we know what would happen if we got 40 acres and a mule. Y'all know exactly what would happen. In 6 months, we'd have 40 acres of weeds, and in 2 days, everybody be eating barbecued donkey because we cooked the motherfucking mule. But niggas would be selling donkey ribs, donkey rib tips, and donkey tip, barbecued donkey tail, barbecued donkey snout. That's what would happen. But we should just sit down and think about some real ways and real ideas for reparations. One of the best ideas I heard was from Tommy when he said that give black folks 4 years of college for free. And he said 4 years of college for free. And then he said no taxes for like 10 years or something like that. And that shit made a lot of sense. If just think about that, if every African American had 4 years of free college, and once you got out of college, whenever you wanted, whatever part of your life you wanted to choose, you could just say, hey, next 10 years, no tax. You get 10 years of no tax. I would love to have 10 years of no tax, which means whatever I pay in income tax comes back to me. Shit. Boy, I love that. I'd love some cash too. You give every African American household, give them $250,000. You could put $100,000 on a house and $150,000 towards a business. Stimulate the economy. Cadillac probably gonna go through the roof, and Boost Mobile probably gonna stock is gonna probably quadruple, but there's still gonna be a good portion of people that hopefully would do the right thing. But that was just some ideas. I don't know. But just saying, that's maybe something we should do, man. Come up with a real solid plan to say, hey, if a motherfucker say, well, what do you guys want for reparations? We could say, this is what we want. A, B, C, and D. Something reasonable, something that's doable and attainable. Not every black person get $10 million. Man, please. But to actually have something that's attainable, something that makes sense, I think we should do it. But let me give a shout out to everybody that donated on tonight. I appreciate you guys. Let's see here. I got hold on, because it ain't gonna let me go in if I don't. Yeah, I gotta actually do this little sign on thing. I don't know why, because sometimes it won't read everything. Yeah. All right, for sure. First, I want to give a shout out to my man Derek J, who hit your boy off with $50. Shout out to him, my man Night Train 2804. That's what's up. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it. Also, I want to give a shout out to Angel Savannah. She said, keep doing your thing. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Hit your boy off with $5. I will do just that. My man Truth Talker Teacher hit your boy off with $10. He says, peace. I'll have to see the replay in the morning. Hey, man, thank you for donating and thank you for taking that time out to check it out. Also, my man Eric Dennis hit your boy off with $5. He says, for the Amsterdam in the wire. Laugh out loud. We need that. We need that yesterday at whatever time. But he said for that Hamster, they had the Amsterdam in the wire. That's if y'all ain't seen the wire show, you ain't gonna get it. Let's see here. And also my man Tay Shard hit your boy off for $3. He says, for a great message, great show. Hey man, thank you, brother. I appreciate that. I'm gonna hit this PayPal and we're gonna get on up out of here. Let's see here. All right, and nobody hit me on the PayPal. That's what's up. Don't worry, don't trip. Thank you so much. Yeah, ain't nobody hit me on the PayPal, so we all good over there. But you guys, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys coming by. And just for shits and giggles, I'm gonna click on Marquise Roberts' name one more time. Go ahead, Marquise. You on the air. Thank you so much. I ain't shit. All right, y'all. Peace. And I'm out. Thank you guys so much. I love y'all. Thank you to everybody who clicked the like button, who clicked the subscribe button. If this is your first time Go into the comment section. Tell me what you think about what I said on tonight or any of my other shows. I love y'all. Peace. And I'm out. Hey. Yeah, buddy. Oh, Big Time of Gaming said he'll hit the cash out, the PayPal real quick. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.